Welcome to Review Everything. This is the Samsung Galaxy M31 6GB 64GB Ocean Blue variant. The price quoted on the box is 19,000, but you can get it for 16,500 on Amazon. Let's unbox it and see what it has to offer. There we go, starting with the phone itself. The first impression of this phone is pretty nice and substantial. It comes with this 15-watt fast charger, Type A to C cable, a SIM ejecting tool, and some paperwork. And that's it. No earphones, no silicone case is included in the box. Let me just take this plastic off. The ocean blue color does look attractive, fresh and aesthetic. It has a polycarbonate glossy back, a fingerprint sensor, and a very subtle Samsung branding below. It is powered by the latest Android 10 and One UI 2.0. A Super AMOLED 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Infinity U display with a resolution of 2314 to 1080. A huge 6000 mAh battery which lasts about a single day on no full charge depending on your usage. It runs on the Exynos 9611 1.7 to 2.3 GHz octa-core processor. On the left hand side is the dual SIM tray and a micro SD slot, which by the way is expandable up to 512 GB, a small but effective receiver above the selfie camera, and on the right hand side is the power button and the volume rockers. Below you have the beloved headphone jack, a USB-C port, microphone and down-firing speakers. Talking about the speakers, they are quite decent, although you have to stay in an isolated area to get the best experience. Now coming to the main highlight of the phone, the camera. So it has a supposedly quad camera setup starting from top right, 5 megapixel depth, 5 megapixel macro, a not exactly 64 megapixel main camera, which I'll tell you why, and a 123 degree 8 megapixel ultra wide lens. A 32 megapixel selfie camera, which is also used for face recognition by the system. It is probably because of these big numbers why Samsung calls their M series mega monster. We'll see how much of that is true. You get various modes to click pictures. Well, we did test some of them and the results were good, not great. Also, why I said not exactly 64 megapixel main because basically it clicks with 48 megapixel and you have to switch to 64 megapixel mode where you get cut down on stability and aspect ratio. But here are some of the samples. So this one is clicked with the normal 48 megapixel mode. Good enough, less noise and clear. But when you switch to 64 megapixel mode, you do get better details. Colors are more saturated and you can differentiate between the tones better. The live focus also did a pretty good job. 4K 30 FPS looked great as well, but then again, no auto stabilization in this mode. Night mode does light up the scene, but it was a bit grainy. But hey, it isn't a flagship, so this isn't bad either. This is the macro mode shot on the 5 megapixel macro lens, and this is a macro shot clicked with the 48 megapixel main lens. As you can see, macro mode on the right has more saturation, but on the other hand, macro shot with the main camera is more detailed and you don't have to adjust to the focal length of the macro mode, so you might as well click with the main camera. So that's pretty much it. However, I felt the touch is a little extra sensitive because there were a few accidental touches. The body isn't that sleek and feels a little bulky. Also, I did find some pre-installed Chinese apps banned by the Indian government, so Samsung, you gotta do something about it. But hey, a great display, a great battery, and a good camera, which balances the value for money proportion. So do comment down your thoughts or any questions you have. Don't forget to hit the like button and make sure you subscribe for more such content. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.